government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what, yo?
No more bad government.
Nigeria what?
No more bad government.
Nigeria what?
No more bad
The
government.
only media that have been speaking.
No more bad government.
The voice of the voiceless.
No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government.
For the poor.
No more bad government.
Nigeria what?
No more bad government.
Nigeria what media?
No more bad government.
No more bad government.
No more bad government.
In Nigeria.
No more bad government.
No more bad government.
No more bad government.
The only media,
No more bad
the
government.
number one media in Nigeria
No more bad
that
government.
have been speaking against
No
government.
more bad government.
Nigeria what?
No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government.
Nigeria what, yo? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voiceless.
Nigeria watch media.
Voice for the voiceless.
Nigeria watch media.
Voice for the
The
voiceless.
only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944.
Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless.
Umuwame.
Voice for the voiceless.
Umuwame.
Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voice.
Voice for the voiceless.
Nigeria watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing. And we recommending to everyone in Nigeria saying that you guys are the number one. Nigeria watch you.
Well, let me just start by saying that yesterday, what we witnessed was a public affirmation and confirmation of His Excellency move into the African Democratic Congress, ADC. And then permit me also to clearly use his words when he said that 2026 is a decisive moment for Nigeria where you need clarity, courage, and at the same time decisive action to wrestle Nigeria back to the hands of the people from those who have held us in perpetual poverty and then who have conspired against democracy, killing democracy directly and with a lot of venom. And at the same time, it is the best time for every Nigerian to come together, united under a common front to get back Nigeria into the fold. And that, of course, by extension means that Nigeria needs a lot of people to come together. With reference to the Honorable former Minister of Finance, Nana Usman-led Labour Party, you will come across in no distance time where political parties, you may have people who have been engaged in certain, war against the state, but you can see if they are genuinely changing their mind in order to rescue the country. And then if they are, then you will have a manager in Peter Obi, a manager of wealth, who is interested in rejigging the society back into the rightful place, to excise the political base, as well as giving it a sense of clarity and purpose. So if you have that kind of man in the leadership role with this very important unifying capacity, then you don't have anything to fear. So because he as a person, under understood all of these particular challenges within. And those who are interested in coming into this particular coalition also understand the challenges. But the question is, would you continue to keep quiet just because some other people have done something wrong before and then they are ready to change and work together as a team? Obviously, no. So I want Nigerians to understand the basic indices in politics. In politics, you don't throw away the baby with the bathwater. You can come and keep up a clean water into the baby's tub and then clean it up and make it a better looking one. And that is the situation in which we are at the moment. So I can assure you, Nigerians should have no fear at all. With the Peter Obi and the conglomerates of good Nigerians who are ready to fight for the soul of Nigeria, they are at home. And they should all come out to fight for democracy and defend the interests of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Well, Mr. Yunusa, I wonder how reassuring that would be for the obedient movement. And you are, the coordinator of that movement. When Mr. Peter Obi is concerned, the biblical saying could be deployed. The next expectation awaits his decision. So is this decision to move to the ADC satisfactory with the, majority of the members of the obedient movement, especially because Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is also with the ADC. And so what happens at the primaries? Are we going to see another defection if one ego does not yield to the other? Because Mr. Peter Obi has said he's going to be on the ballot in 2027 rather.
Well, if you notice, with all due respect to the ADC, it got its traction when people come around and agree and all. But the vehicle of ADC kick-started yesterday. It kick-started with one ignition kick, and that is that of the excitement that His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi has brought to it finally. The vehicle was actually parked, ready to start moving. Now it's going to move. It's going to move at an astronomical pace and speed. This is because in the obedient movement, we have intelligent youth who are demanding for clarity and good governance. They have made that position known very clearly, and they are going to move in their millions into the ADC. That is an affirmation. Permit me to use this opportunity to also affirm the calling of His Excellency on all obedient and every Nigerian who mean well for this country to go in and pick up the membership card of an ADC, not on the, comfort zone here in Abuja and all. No, go back to your ward, your place of domain where people know you back at home. Pick up the card, showcase it, let the whole world know that everybody is now in ADC. Well, at the moment now, the government has used its executive power, negative executive power against the people. We are asking the Nigerian people to use their positive executive power to get Nigeria back on the track. And I can assure you, the obedient movement can do that. We can galvanize Nigerians, we can mobilize them, and at the end of the day, when it comes to the issue of primary as Democrats, we will go in there as Democrats and contest equitably well with every contestant based on democratic tenets. And of course, we believe at the end of it all, Mr. Peter Obi will come out top with the large teeming population that is bringing into the ADC. So have no fear about whether we are going to move out or moving. But I can assure you we will remain and battle for the soul of the ADC ticket and battle for the soul of Nigeria collectively, but not indecisively. Mr.
Yunusa, what happens if Alhaji Atiku Abubakar wins the ADC ticket for the presidential elections in 2027? What decision then would Mr. Peter Obi take at that point?
We are Democrats and we will take democratic decisions. That I can tell you.
What does that mean?
That means that we will remain in the party and give the party the lease of life at the demand democratically.
Does that also mean that there will be no further defection? Because your principal has said with certainty that he's going to be on the ballot.
That is what I tell you. Democracy comes with affirmation. and he has affirmed to be part of this democratic process. And in democracy, it has all kinds of phases. So we will take our decision democratically and remain with the movement and the coalition as it were.
So the question is, who is with Mr. Peter Obi on this journey? Who's on his side? We've seen the governor of Abia State saying, well, I'm fine right here. I'm not moving, right? And I mean, that would have been a major political heavyweight coming with him into the ADC. But no, the governor says, I'm not going. When he joined the Labour Party 2022, you could see the overwhelming support from a lot of Nigerians, both online and offline. People changing their social media display pictures with Labour Party's logo, putting it up, saying, you know what, I'm for this. But this time around, it's not been the same. In fact, his vice, Dati Baba Ahmed, perhaps you can speak to that as well. So the question is, who is with Mr. Peter Obi in this defection? Who is on his side? I'd like you to name that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kayode. Do you remember that prior to the 2023 general election, was Peter Obi having anybody by his side? Obviously, no. What he was having is, the way they say, is only 4 people that were going around in the corner of their room mobilizing. Yet it produces the vice president that you just mentioned, Malam Deti Baba Ahmed. It produces Alex Oti that you are just talking about, who became the governor of Abia State. It produces many members of the Federal House of Representatives, senators. That is one man that does not have anything. So you can imagine what will happen next. All those pictures that you are seeing, wait in the next few days. You will see the same kind of mobilization. So we are not perturbed, but we know also, in spirit and mind, they are with us. Yesterday, interestingly, at that hall in Nikki Lake, you saw former governors that were not with Peter Obi at all before. They were all there. There were about 67 and hundreds of members of Federal House of Representatives, members who were part of other political parties who defected right there and then, or rather took up the mantle of leadership of joining the ADC. This was done only yesterday at that particular Nikki Lake hotel. And at the same time Mr. Peter Obi is going, we will go with him. So, Kayode, don't be perturbed. Be more hopeful that I can tell you that the mobilization and the movement that you will see will be different from what you saw in 2023. And for those who have left, I can assure you, quite a number of them have seen that the train is now moving with a headlong supersonic speed. So if you don't join, we know when you join us. Well, and then I'm asking everybody to please come on board. Right. We need to rescue Nigeria, and Mr. Peter Obi at the saddle of leadership.
To be clear, I'm not perturbed. I'm a journalist doing my job. I'm not in the arena with politicians, right? Our role is to report what's happening and ask the questions that need to be asked. I want you to be specific now. What are those names? The people who are currently office holders. Clearly, the governor is not joining him. But maybe in the National Assembly or State Assembly, can you list them? Because, again, this is important. They say, show me your friends, and I'll tell you who you are. It's the people that can identify with you in times like this. If you have people of timber and caliber, as they say, identifying with you, then a lot of people will understand what he's up to. So maybe give us some of those names, particularly the ones who
you saw,
office holders.
You saw yesterday the former governors.
Not former governors this time around. Not former governors, Mr. Tanko. I appreciate that.
Wait, now, let me conclude.
Current office holders.
Just be patient. Just be patient. Yesterday, the person that was the MC of that particular occasion was not honored than the former chairman of ABGA, Senator Victor Ume. He was the master of ceremony. That speaks in volume for you. 2, and then Honorable Sheyi, senators, all senators in the former Labour Party are with Mr. Peter Obi, and they were present. Members of the Federal House of Representatives who are office holders at them, all of them were in that particular hall yesterday. And then everybody that is within the southeastern part and the north were there. Former speakers, deputy speakers, and then Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives was in that particular hall. So, with all due respect, for somebody who did not have anybody before, now can command all of this in a peaceful and more organized manner, I don't think you need more than this. And then I can tell you also, the teaming supporters of the Obedient movement, millions of them, both locally and internationally, we did not even want to publicize that particular occasion yesterday because that particular thing wouldn't have been able to contain the people. Yet we had that particular
the crowd. So specifically, pardon me, Mr. Tanko. So Senator Victor Umeh, did he defect with Mr. Peter? Because I'm looking at his socials now. He still has a Labour Party outfit that he's wearing on his profile on social media. So is he in the ADC right now as well?
Of course. And let me give you a confirmation. He was even the one that asked. There was a motion that was moved in an affirmative position for everybody in the hall. It was moved by Emeka Ihedioha, and then it was affirmed by former Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, that was Alhaji Aminu Tambuwal. So all of this happened in the hall at one sweep, and it was affirmed. It was a yes vote for everybody in the hall. So in the next few weeks, you'll be seeing people doing their independent picking of the cards of the ADC, which I have affirmed that every Obedient would also do at the moment now.
And so we can also conclude that Senator Naya Baribe, who was with the All Progressives Grand Alliance, has now moved officially to the ADC, right?
Confirmed.
All right. So there are so many things to look forward to in the coming days, knowing who is with what at the National Assembly.
Another faction welcomed his defection, insisting it had long supported his ADC engagement and promised a stronger Labour Party going forward. Same party, same event, but two irreconcilable realities. We have both sides at the table today. Labour Party chieftains Ken Asogua and Abayomi Arambambi join me on this conversation. Gentlemen, Happy New Year to you. Nigerians are watching. Let's go beyond the headlines. Mr. Asogua, he joins us live from our Abuja studio. Let's begin with you. We saw two statements within hours of Peter Obi's defection, one describing it as a liberation and a mistake. The other, which you wrote, expressed continued support and celebrated that move. Which of these statements really represents the legitimate and official position of the Labour Party today? And why should Nigerians believe your version over the other?
Thank you, Nifemi. You see, there were not two statements from the Labour Party. This needs to be pointed out. There was only one statement by the Labour Party, and it was issued by me on behalf of the national chairman, the interim national chairman of the Labour Party. If there was any other statement that was issued by any quarter, it was probably issued by some meddlesome interlopers. And I will explain to you. You asked me why our own statement should be taken to be the official statement of the party. The reason is simple. The courts in Nigeria have spoken, beginning from the High Court, Federal High Court, to the Supreme Court, in a judgment that was delivered on the 4th of April, 2025. They spoke very loudly that Senator Leonard Usman is the national chairman of the Labour Party. So on that note, any other statement coming from any other quarter other than from that camp is not representing the official position of the Labour Party. Now, coming to the statement that was issued yesterday, I want Nigerians to even be the judge. When you look at the tone of the statement that was issued by the other people and look at the tone of our statement, to correct an impression that you created here, we didn't celebrate the ouster. Nobody celebrates the departure of people from your political party. But the fact remains that when Peter Obi came on board to participate in that coalition, we issued a statement on the 26th of May saying that he obtained the approval of the party to be on that coalition talks. We reiterated that statement on the 3rd of July when, just in the wake of the unveiling of the coalition, we restated the fact that the party knew that he was participating in this, and the party does not have any problems with that. Now, as regrettable as it is that he has exited, the party is trying to rebuild itself to stand stronger in 2027. I don't see any reason why somebody should disparage P2B for exercising his rights of association just because he has left the party. Someone went as far as apologizing to Nigerians for fielding him as a presidential candidate in 2027. We owe him a great deal of gratitude that he has brought the fortunes to Labour Party more than he has ever had since 2003. Even though Labour Party had in the past produced a sitting governor in the name of Olusegun Mimiko, but the fortune that the party got in 2023, we shouldn't close our eyes to that. Those fortunes didn't fall from the heaven. They didn't fall from the sky. Somebody made it to happen. And somebody woke up and said that these are people who Nigerians wouldn't have known about in the first place. If not for P2B, the people who issued these statements, that Nigerians wouldn't have known about it. They were in Labour Party. The man who claims now to be the chairman, was his tenure predated P2B's emergence as flag bearer of the party. He was there, but nobody knew that he existed as national chairman of Labour Party until P2B came and made his name known to every Nigerian. And you wrote a statement saying that you fielded a wrong candidate. So when you read my statement, if anyone read my statement and you read theirs, then I will allow you to be the judge.
All right,
so
Mr. Sogo, you know, the part of your statement, a part of your statement says that the Labour Party wishes to inform its teaming members across the Federation that the party has not withdrawn the initial support extended to its 2023 presidential candidate. You know, the body language is such that a candidate leaves your party and you're saying we have not withdrawn support. Are you suggesting that Labour Party is still going to support Peter Obi while he's now formally a member of the ADC?
No, that decision is not my decision to make. In that same statement you quoted, there's a place where I wrote that the entire statutory organs of the party will sit in no distant time to chart a new course for the party. So if the organs of the party sit down and decide that there will be an alliance between the Labour Party and the ADC on account of P2B's participation, then that is for them to take, a decision for them to take going forward. But as it is now, I don't have the capacity to go beyond what the support that the party already gave to him as far back as May and reiterated in July of last year.
Let me bring Mr. Rabambi into this conversation. You are with the Julius Abure faction of the Labour Party, and you heard Mr. Sogo saying there's only one statement here, actually, and that faction is recognized by the court. But your statement apologized to Nigerians for fielding Peter Obi in 2023, which is a big statement because many people would say, what was the Labour Party before Peter Obi? Was it a party to reckon with on the national platform? That it was Peter Obi who gave Labour Party the national stature, you know, in that election. How do you react to that?
Well, let me be very categorical. There is a difference between education and knowledge. The Electoral Act forbids anybody from being a member of two political parties. And you see, I don't normally like to join issue with background, most of this staff of the governor of Abia State. We don't want to be joining issue with them because they are the one working for him. But you see, the defection of Obi yesterday, everybody knew that in 2010, he swore by Amadioha before Senator the former national chairman, that he would never leave APGA. He would die with APGA. It's on your station, it's on our rise, it's on channel. On April 7, 2024, on Sunday, this same man swore before our Lord Jesus Christ, I will not leave Labour Party. Yesterday, he denied the deity of the Igbo land. He denied our Lord Jesus Christ and jump ship into ADC. It is a confirm now that Mr. Peter Obi, as far as we are concerned, is a repackaged fraud, and he must be suffering from what we call physiological fantastica. That is an art of lying. When you are perfected an art of lying, you will lie yourself up. And that has made him a betrayer, a serial betrayer to Julius Abure.
Hold on for a minute, Mr. Arabambi. Hold on for a minute. Because I like us to stick with the issues and not call names. It's a new year, right? We don't want to, it's not a shouting match. We just want to have an intellectual conversation. But just a minute, I just want to follow up on your position. Because you mentioned that Peter Obi had moved from PDP, from APGA to PDP to Labour Party and now to ADC. But here's the point I want to make. Here's the point I want to make, Mr. Arabambi. Just a minute, so that we can hear each other and understand each other. If you were Peter Obi, would you be running on Labour Party today, given the kind of confusion that the party, is now immersed in? You belong to Julius Abure faction. Mr. Asogo is with Nenadi Usman. Who knows who is really in charge of the Labour Party? Wouldn't you advise anybody who is serious about an election to go to a platform where there is more unity?
No, there is even a faction in ADC who have even rejected is coming to their party. They are in court. But as we speak, there is only one name on INEC portal. No most of the background staff of Alesoti, who appointed themselves as chairman and national secretary. INEC do not know them. In Ondo, in Nekiti, and Oshun, the name of a candidate has been uploaded on the INEC portal. I conducted that one on Oshun, and I can confirm to you that even the record of Oshun, by Sabuti Agboke, participated. He witnessed our own primary where our governorship candidate emerges. Now, the point I want to make clear is this. Mr. Peter Obi ran away from Labour Party with Aisha Yesufu, who confirmed yesterday, the comrade Elijah, that she has never been a card-carrying member of Labour Party, but she wanted to pick their card yesterday. But let me announce for Nigeria that Mr. Peter Obi should not blame President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. By the time we invited the FCC over this matter that I want to mention, you are aware there is an Obi Dati Ahmed campaign account where this woman who claimed yesterday that she was not a card-carrying member of Labour Party was a signatory to this account that we have 12 billion naira and $15 million. The account as follows. Zenith Bank, 1241-95-0451. Standing Bank, 0091657896. Heritage, 1400-23-49-00. Globals, 1012-8194. Mr. Peter, let me assure you, and Ken Waswaga, and Governor Lesotho, you cannot run away with that money. That was what they are trying to cover up. I'm coming. I've just mentioned the bank. The MD are listening. The bank managers are listening. We will petition the FCC now. We don't want anybody to say, oh, Tinubu is... No, I'm coming. I'm on national television. I don't want them to say, oh...
No, wait, oh. I don't understand what they happen for here. I thought these people don't value Peter Obi when he was at the Labour Party. Where is this anger, frustration coming from? I don't understand. Why are they mad that Peter Obi left Labour Party? Why are they frustrated? Why is it that Rambabi want to commit suicide because Peter Obi left the Labour Party?
What is madness and frustration? No? It's madness and frustration. And more will come. More are to come.
My brother, if you watch this video, you will see more. How this man was frustrated. I can't believe this. Listen.
0091657896. Heritage, 1400-23-49-00. Globals, 1012-8194. Mr. Peter, let me assure you, and Ken Waswaga, and Governor Lesotho, you cannot run away with that money. That was what they are trying to cover up. I'm coming. I've just mentioned the bank. The MD are listening. The bank managers are listening. We will petition the FCC now. We don't want anybody to say, oh, Tinubu is... No, I'm coming. I'm on national television. I don't want them to say, oh, Tinubu has started again. We will look for this money. They must bring this money. That money was donated to Labour Party campaign account. It was not donated to Nest International. It was not donated to Peter Obi. And I hear you.
I hear Mr. Arabambi. Allow me to steer this conversation you know, within the context of why we invited you, the issue of fraud, you can take that up with the EFCC. I don't think this is the right platform for it. Mr. Sogo, for millions of Nigerians who voted Labour in 2023, these contradictory messages are confusing. Do you accept that the party has failed, at least in communication, to provide clarity at a critical moment like this?
Thank you, Nifemi. I will answer that, but before I come to that question, allow me to say something here. You see, when I received the invitation to be here, I was told that I was coming to throw some light on the statements that I issued yesterday on behalf of the Labour Party. I didn't know that I was coming to face a character like this. You see, I want to state something. Some months back, this same fellow
that statement.
who,
I am not being paid by Mr. Desoti. We don't that statement.
Hold on, Mr. Arabambi. You had your time. Let us hear from Mr. Asogo.
I didn't insult him.
Hold on, Mr. Arabambi. It's important that you give my other guests the time to talk. You are going to have your time as well.
You should not talk to me like that. I mean,
you are going to have your time to reply, Mr. Arabambi. Mr. Asogo, please go ahead.
Months ago, this same fellow wrote an open letter to the DSS, Department of State Security, saying, leveling all manner of allegations against Mr. Peter Obi, that he is trying to overthrow the government of President Tinubu. I am not a spokesman for Peter Obi. I speak for Labour Party. But there is something that we need to put out here. Someone who has this same type of character, the media should be cautious in giving him space to talk to Nigerians, because this kind of character is capable of throwing confusion in the system. You see, if there is allegation of fraud or corruption or misappropriation of funds against Mr. Peter Obi, the appropriate quarter to channel your petition is either to the EFCC or any other law enforcement agent to investigate him, not to come and assassinate people's characters on television. You wrote to this same character about 3-4 months ago. I'm sure you, Nifemi, you are a media man. I'm sure you know about what I'm talking about. He leveled allegation as grievous as somebody trying to overthrow the president of Nigeria. He leveled it against this same man we are talking about. And this same character is the person you gave invitation to come here and peddle this kind of allegation against him. So, away from that, now, coming to the issue of miscommunication and confusion in the party. You see, there is no confusion here. The party is handling this issue the way it should. But because of the funding that some outside forces are giving to people like this man seated here, that is the problem. Because a Labour Party today is suffering from the effects of what look, on the 4th of April, I told you here, the Supreme Court of Nigeria clearly, in an unambiguous judgment, stated that Julius Abure's tenure had long elapsed as the chairman of the Labour Party, and he's still hanging around. He recruited someone like this guy to come and be talking down on Nigerians. You understand? So they have killed the institution called the judiciary. Let me tell you something again. On the 15th of August 2025, a federal high court in Abuja, in a matter that was filed by this same Julius Abure against INEC. INEC came there and INEC filed a counter affidavit, and in delivering that judgment, the Federal High Court said that Julius Abure's tenure had long expired. That is no longer the national chairman of the Labour Party on account of the Supreme Court judgment of 4th of April. Okay. And he's still hanging around. And the media is still giving him space to air his view and claiming that he's the factional chairman of Labour Party. Yes, please.
Let us take a minute to cool off, right? And then when we return, we'll attempt to focus on the issues and take character, program. Mr. Arabambi, I'm coming to you now. We're on live television. Nigeria is watching. It's important that we, speak dispassionately and watch our choice of language, because the national television is guided by certain rules. You can't call people names. You can't abuse people. You can't even make accusations, because this is not the court of law, right? But I want us to speak to the issues, because we've read a statement from the Julius Abure faction of this party. You've described Peter Obi's exit as a blessing, and that statement went on to question its relevance. If Peter Obi was politically irrelevant, why did Labour's national profile appears to have collapsed the moment he left? You've also called out Alex Otti twice in this conversation. That's the only elected governor that the Labour Party has. He came on TV the other day to say, I'm not leaving. I'm going to wait to see if these issues are able to be resolved before I, make another decision. Why does it seem like the Julius Abure faction is chasing out the two most prominent figures, or do not agree with the two most prominent figures within the Labour Party?
With you, the Supreme Court only says, that's why I said there's a difference between education and knowledge. The issue of leadership of local party is not justiciable. But our people, even some of their lawyers, they are still unable to tell their client the truth. Issue of leadership cannot be advocated by the court. That's what Supreme Court says. And we have plenary of authorities. Even in the Ude versus Anyanwu, it is there. Even in ABGA, it is there. In AA, it is there. Same judgment, were made. And they were what even caused APC then in Rivers. Yes, in Rivers, between Senator, this man versus Amechi, that and that, they thrown their matter out. Even Senator Dalatu Mafara, you remember, APC won on the election, and that was how Matawale became governor. They removed all of them. It was because of issue of leadership. So people should go and make research. Now, there is no fashion. I want the media to take note of that. I just said, these people are alien to Labour Party, but they are part and parcel of the Young Festival Committee of Governor Alex Otti and the man who appointed, to ADC. You are asking me a question about, the governor we have in Labour Party and Mr. Peter Obi. Let me be very honest. When I speak, I challenge Peter Obi to take me to court. If he think, I defend him, I am ready. Because we have facts. They shouldn't forget that we have facts. But the point remains, Governor Alex Otti is an ungrateful person to Julius Abure. This man talking here doesn't know anything. When Governor Alex Otti came to Transcorp to come and beg for that ticket, because we have people who are even more financially better than him. But Mr. Barrister Julius Abure insisted that let us give him that chance. And do not forget, he had been a serial contestant for governorship in all the parties. Gogo and Gogo, they didn't give him that slot until when Labour Party gave him. But do you know what we see? They are on a conquest mission to capture the soul of Labour Party. On Nine Portal today, you will see Julius Abure and Alhaji Farouk. These people are just made some Italopa. Supreme Court did not. The Supreme Court have pronounced such an order. Why can't they go for review? If they will not ask their SCM to pay money, just like the one they did to INEC. Now, where somebody hired an SCM and the court said he should go and pay 20 million for bringing a people to, because INEC has now been barred from appealing judgment regarding leadership. It is none of their business. And that's why Supreme Court has made it very clear that issue of leadership is not justiciable. So when we have people who want to strangulate our party, who are on a conquest mission to capture the soul of Labour Party and turn it into an evil agenda, we will reject it. And yesterday, you saw it. Mr. Peter Obi, with all the statistics, they went before David Mark, a chairman from North Central, saying we want Igbo presidency. Forgetting, it is not Igbo that formed that party. They were not the one that have been building that party, but all of them went with a simple request, and that was what they wanted to do in the Labour Party. Nobody said Igbo should not become president. We have people that are better, people that are even better than Peter Obi.
All right.
Obi has participated in so many obstacle elections.
I hear you.
He did it in Ondo, he failed. He did it in Anambra, he failed.
I hear you, Mr. Robambi.
He did that Mr. Peter Obi in his polling unit during governorship election.
Allow me
so it is finished for him.
To bring in Mr. Asugo into this conversation. We have just about 3 more minutes. Your statement admits that as we speak now, there's a void created by Peter Obi's exit. There have been conversations about how central it was to Labour's relevance and whether or not his exit exposes the party's weaknesses beyond its personal brand. Do you believe that your party, the Labour Party, would have had any national relevance in 2023 without Peter Obi. You have answered yes to that. But what do you think is the way forward right now, seeing his official move to the ADC for your party?
Thank you so much, Nifemi. You see, my statement contained actually some bits and pieces of the way forward. You know, the party is currently undergoing a re-registration and revalidation process that began on the 17th of December to terminate on the 20th of January. And the whole essence of this is to inject new, fresh energy into the party. And it's coincidentally happening at the same time that Mr. Obi exited the party. So it is our hope that fresh energy will be injected, fresh blood injected into the party as Obi is exiting. We are targeting to bring in about 10 million Nigerians to join the party. And as God would have it, we are recording the returns so far are very commendable. So as regrettable as it is that Peter Obi left, yes, it brought fortunes to the party. The party is working behind the scene assiduously to cover up some of those lost grounds, and by the grace of God, we will recover the lost grounds.
Mr. Arabi, do you agree with him that there is hope for the Labour Party with Peter Obi's exit?
I said these people are impostors. He cannot speak for Labour Party. The only person between two of us that has the legitimate right as National Vice Chairman Southwest of Labour Party, that is Onane Porter, is Dr. Arababi before
you have said that before. What I'm asking is that, is there hope for your party with Peter Obi's exit?
No, I don't want to take it from his own context. We are going to re-engineer our party. We are very happy, that the strangulator has left. And we also apologize on behalf of our national chairman to Nigeria, for presenting Mr. Peter Obi as our presidential candidate. Because, when a lizard that runs his mother funeral does not get invited to another, mother funeral. Lastly, the ADC, that all of them are rejoicing. These are the same people who are the architect of our national collapse, now shamelessly parading themselves as messiahs. The ADC. And they are the ones that are poisoning the system and now coming with a prescription. These are the people we campaigned against in 2022. Peter Obi called them all manner of name. But you can now see he choose to go back to his vomit. That means not a man that can be trusted. And lastly, sir, as far as we are concerned in Labour Party, there is no way the Lucifer will prepare a dinner and ask the disciple of Lord Jesus Christ to come and have, supper with him. These people, they are different. We are two parallel lines. Even Dr. Lesoti will soon be expelled. He should know. We will expel him. He's not going to be a candidate in 2027. We are going to have another government candidate. Then we will know who are the Meduson Talopa, who are the original owner of Labour Party. Thank you very much.
Labour Party chieftains can.
Okay, Arababi, as far as I'm concerned, you are a useless, idiotic element. Arababi, I want to promise you, Peter Obi have left Labour Party. Labour Party will be useless henceforth, starting from today, 1st January 2026. Arababi, Labour Party can never, ever, ever, ever be the same again. As far as Peter Obi is not there anymore. All the threats, satanic threats, baseless threats that you are passing on, all the allegations you're passing on our principal, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, I want you to understand, Arababi, that Labour Party can never be known, never again, regardless of any candidate. Any presidential candidate that you produce prospectively that can stand in the position that Peter Obi had right there while he was at the satanic Labour Party. In case you don't understand, the only respect that was keeping Labour Party, the only recognition that was keeping Labour Party is the person that have just left you guys now. That the same person you are trying to bring down. If Peter Obi don't pass that level whether you try to bring them down. Yes, now you should understand that. I go lie for you again. You should know that Peter Obi don't pass the level where you wake up say make I bring them down. Then people will fly with it. How? Arababi, As far as I'm concerned, you are useless. Labour Party is useless. Anything to do with you and anybody affiliated with you, all of you are useless. Today is 1st of January 2026. I will not refrain or cancel my words. Nami Tokam, you are useless. Arababi, you are totally useless. Useless. Who you be? They threaten Peter Obi. They pass allegation on Peter Obi. Peter Obi have left Labour Party. Labour Party can never ever do it again. Peter Obi brought recognition to Labour Party, in case you're not aware. The recognition that Labour Party have today, Peter Obi brought it there. And he left, and the recognition will gradually be tarnishing. The recognition will gradually be fading away. They rant on air. Who be Arambabi? These are people that doesn't have no single credibility. Doesn't have single respect to their names. In case you don't know, Tabi is gone. You are seeing his back right now, and that is it. Yes, sir.
Happy New Year, sir. Did you hear what he said? He said Labour Party have recorded 4 million people returning.
These are satanic set of people. Peter Obi have left. I promise everybody listening to me right now, and those of you that will rewatch this particular broadcast, that Labour Party will continue to fade away henceforth, starting from today, 1st of January 2026. Who be Arambabi or Labour Party? The only man that was there, the light that was there, have left. As we speak, Labour Party is in darkness, and that darkness is what caused Pepe Body for this satanic man called Arambabi. Arambabi that doesn't have no single integrity. You come on air to speak garbage, and you want us to fly with it. No single Nigerian can fly. Even the gullible Nigerians cannot fly with your satanic statement, with your deceitful statement. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Happy New Year to every one of you right there. I appreciate you all. Mother for all, Mama Diaspora, thank you very much, my mother. I appreciate you. Happy New Year to you. Thanks for all that you do for us. Yes, we have begun all of again. Today is 1st January 2026. We are with Peter Obi at any time in capital letter. I don't have another option. Unfortunately, I don't. So make una no verse. I'm with him. Yes, I don't need to have communication with him for me to be with him. I don't have another option. It's the only option. It's the only way. Thank you, Abazi. I appreciate you, my brother. Thanks for all that you do. Happy New Year to you. I appreciate you all right there, Mother Peggy, Mother Stella, Mother Eugenia, at peace. I can see you, Divine Cross. Thank you very much. Everyone right there. I appreciate every one of you, to be honest. I can't mention all names right now. I just want us to move on. I'm driving. As I'm talking to you people, I'm driving. Because when it comes to Peter Obi's matter, I'm always there. As I talk to her, so now road I did. Yes. Nobody to compare with this man. Oh, who you want to compare in terms of comparison with Peter Obi? Even not because some of you are being deceitful to yourselves. Peter Obi or nothing. Peter Obi or nothing. I appreciate every one of you right there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all once again. Happy New Year to everyone. If you press on the like, help us to share. I'd like us to start talking. I only have 3 people right here. I might not have time to quickly bring people to the panel. If you want to join right now in the next 3 minutes, just call me so that let me add you to it, so we take it from here. I appreciate you all, my people. Now God bless you now. I'd like you to talk to me, Mr. Alabo. Good evening to you and Happy New Year to you, my brother.
Same wishes to you, my brother. Thank God we made it to 2026 and we are starting with a positive note. And we are starting well. That was our principal. He looked at it and said, oh, I'm the principal of the obedient movement. And it's okay. Let me start it on the last day of 2025 so we can sleep well to cross over with this happiness. And Nigeria, you can see, since it turned its antenna and said, okay, this is where I'm going. You can see everywhere is shaking. You can see those people coming out, disturbing us, making all those noise. You can hear from them. Good evening, my brother, for what you are doing. We are doing well and you are doing great. Just drive safely back home. We are here. We got your back. We will stand in for you. Your safety is a priority for us. Nigeria need you, Mr. Elvis. So I will just appeal to you to drive safely. Black Panther is here and I'm here. We will hold it down for you until you arrive safely home. And we know we are waiting for you to come back. Good evening, our mommy diaspora. Good evening, everyone on the comment section. Happy New Year to every one of us. As we always said, a new Nigeria is possible and a new Nigeria is coming. And now it's obvious for every one of us to see and for us to understand that that new Nigeria we talk about is possible for us. And remember, our principal here told every one of you that nobody is going to rig election this time. We are going to go for them. We are going to protect our election. The court that brought him in 2003, the same court that brought him in 2006, that same court is not the court we are seeing today in Nigeria. Our institution is being destroyed by this element and criminal element we have in office today. The criminal, they don't know their history becoming your leader. That is why Nigeria is bleeding. And he has told us this is the time. If our institution is working, this is when we will know if those people who are your president, they actually went to the secondary school they claim they went before the school were even established. The institution would have started it. Our principal, you heard what Peter Obi said. He said 1 year is enough for them to do those things. It's not after election you now begin to go 7 people will sit to say they are judge, criminal judges, and begin to throw it away and say it's a pre-election matter, and they will trash it. This is the time now to know who this person is, and every evidence that brought before them, the things is submitted in INEC is there before the INEC, but our institutions are not working. That is why we are suffering today in Nigeria, and it's really sad. But however, we have the power, we are the people, we are the voice. That is why if you hear anything from Peter Obi, it's always the unity. It's only united that we can stand. When he's talking about unity, he's not talking about ethnic unity. He's not talking about you being ethnic bigotry, unite to say a Milokong. That is not the unity Peter Obi is preaching. He's talking about the unity of Nigerians, people who are concerned about the country, who want Nigeria to develop. That is the unity Peter Obi is calling for. And this is the time for us to unite against these few criminals who have held our country. This is 2026. We have started on a positive note. So we have to continue on this. We have to continue this way so that we can kick these criminals out of power. All of them are Ojibole. You know who they are. They continue to make you poorer. You can see them, they travel abroad to enjoy their Christmas. They can't give you road. They can't give you water to drink. Everything they promise you are lies. They never done anyone. You can see they told you subsidy is gone from the day they took over office. They promise you change. The question is you didn't ask them what type of change. But we know they brought us negative. They brought us sorrow. That is the change they brought for us. But we are coming with a positive change. The declaration of subsidy is gone. I will make the people, I will save money for Nigeria people. But what are we seeing today? Instead, they wake up one day and begin to tell Nigerians, go and hold your governor accountable. Today, the governors have come out and said, you are holding, out of the money you claim that the governor are holding, you are holding over 52% of it. What are you doing with? I want to ask you, who are in Sokoto, is there any federal government present in your Sokoto? I want to ask you, who is in Edo State? What is the federal government present that you are feeling? This is what is from federal government that have affected your life positively. You that is in the end of Calabar, what is the presence of governor, the federal government in your place? Are you feeling anything from this government? No, the answer is no. Today, our GDP, you can see we have reduced to 200 and something, struggling. We are struggling today in Nigeria. The people you say is giant of Africa. Our people today, we are nothing. We are called the disgraced nation. We are called people of corrupt, fantastically corrupt people. That is the name they have given to us. A country where your president travel abroad for medical care. I want to ask you, those of you who are in abroad supporting these useless people you call your leaders, these corrupt-minded, how many times have your prime minister or your president traveled to America or traveled to Europe? Donald Trump traveling to UK to come and get his medical attention. How many times I want you to mention and tell me the school that Donald Trump children, if they leave the US to come to UK to come and no matter to see, okay, UK is a friend to US, is like a father and a son. But have you seen any of them who say their children will travel from this place, come to leave their own school and come here? Politicians' children travel abroad to do anything. I want you who is supporting this evil to tell Nigerians if that is true. And if that is not happening in where you are, why do you think Nigeria should still continue in this line of lies, in this line of deceit? Why can't we change for good? Why can't we stop this evil? Why can't we do the thing that is necessary for us to make our country a better place? This is a man that the sitting government seen as a threat to them, but yet they couldn't find anything to hold him down. They have tried him. Is it in his tax return? They have tried him.
No mind them. They already know that he's the only man that can change Nigeria. That's all of them. Arababi, satanic Arababi was paid to do what he's doing today to bring Peter Obi down.
They are not happy, Mr. Niger Watch, because the thing they keep for them that is generating revenue for them, Peter Obi has left. So they don't have anything again to work for the people who are sponsoring them. That is why you see him being bitter. They wanted to trap him down. This is a man that even the federal government and all the state institutions have not found him guilty in anything to hold him. They have set a lot of trap for him. They have not found anything. And one useless man that nobody know put picture of Arabambi and show Nigeria. If anybody ask Nigeria, go around. If you will see 2% of Nigeria will tell you that they know this man. And that useless man is coming to speak to the man of integrity, a man that is being tested and trusted. You are calling him out. Even Anambra could not find him. His enemy today are sitting as governor. They could not find anything to call him a corrupt leader. You that is not known coming out to come and do, because he knows Peter Obi will not take him to court. The one he take by Ononuga, have you heard them call any case? You know that case will be there for
Mr.
like 20
Alabo,
years.
I will leave the screen for now. In case anybody wants to join, I will add them on. I'll tell my admins to bring them in because my battery is running out. I'm still driving. Thank you, sir.
Drive. I just want you to drive safely. We are waiting for you. Yeah, you're doing great. God bless you for what you do. So this is a man here. And these people will come here and be talking this because they know that we don't have a judicial system that is working. When even Peter Obi should sue him, he knows that that case will be there for over 20 years. Nobody will do. So all these things, that is why he's making all those noise he's making. And it's really sad that we are seeing this kind of thing. So Nigerians, I know no matter how they feel, that Nigeria are gullible. You people can see today to know that what he's saying is lies. It's bitter. They are bitter and frustrated that Peter Obi has left the Labour Party to ADC. They wanted him to do. You can see Festus Kayamo, a minister of aviation, instead of focusing on developing the aviation system, instead of focusing on making his own job, is busy saying Peter Obi. That is the propaganda they are flying with. has signed agreement. That is what they are saying now with Atiku to become vice president. This is what they are just doing. They don't have any job. The only job they have is how they can make him not to see any platform to run. But we know, no matter how they will do, Peter Obi will come out and he will stand on a platform and he will contest. Like I'm saying, my people and Nigerians, I want you to see that he has said this time around, we are not going to court because there is no court system. The court has failed us. The court that brought Peter Obi back, they are not the same people you are seeing there. This one now is being controlled by politicians. So there is no justice system in Nigeria anymore. So we are not going to court. That is what the president of Ghana, John Mahama, that is what he said in this last election before he could win. When they asked him, he told the people that they are not going to court. Because he coming for his second term when he tried to come the last previous election before he won this one, become the president. This incumbent, this thing, knocked him out through the court. They throw away because he won the election. And this time he issued that threat publicly, just like what our principal is saying, that nobody will read the election. That is the message he has given to you. It's reassuring Nigerians because the mistake that happened, I will not say it's a mistake, because he believed in the system. And he said to Nigeria, I will go through the court. I have been beneficiary of this court process. But he didn't know that it's not that same court that was sitting then, that this is a different people entirely, that have seen corruption and make corruption their way of life, who could see the truth and they would turn a blind eye. Now, it is obvious for every one of us to know that we don't have a judicial system. What is left for us Nigerians, if you are standing at the polling unit, you have to protect, defend your vote. You cannot go through the process of registration. You register and you got your PVC. You waited under the sun. A lot of you, you know the process. You went through the resources, the time it takes you to get your PVC. Then during the election, you went there and you cast your vote. Then you cannot protect that resources. That is your future. I will keep saying this. Peter Obi is well doing. Even if he did not become the president of Nigeria today, we are the people that need him. We are the people that need him. We want him to be there for us. As many of us who are supporting him, we are just praying for him to be there for president, not because we wanted any benefit, but for him to be there and correct the mistakes because of who he is, because we trust him. So that is the thing. We need him to fix the system for us. So you need him also because the corruption has destroyed our country. We just need Peter Obi at this moment. So even if he decides to go and sit in his house, it's you, the masses who are struggling, that will continue to suffer. This man is rich. Even the corrupt people today who are leading you, who you think they are too rich, they are using the resources to do. This man is richer than them. But you can see how humble he is because he has his money through the right way. He's not a corrupt leader. He's not living under any pension from the state government. He is not getting any benefit of medical attention like others have registered in Lagos State, in other places in Rivers State, that their children and all accountable beneficiaries will be entitled for medical attention abroad. You finish as a governor of a state, you could not build a hospital that you can attend, but you fix there for pension, they will be paying you, and uncountable families, people that will be going abroad. Is that not a sign of failure? And that is the same people today ruling you as your leader in Nigeria. We must wake up and stop them. They have destroyed our system. Before the end of this year, you will begin to experience negative taxation that will impact your life negatively. A woman who is in the farmyard, who is struggling to get something to eat, who is selling bole, today they are saying you are going to pay tax. As far as money is going into your account, you will wake up one day and you will not see any money in your account. Federal government will close down your account because they will call you to come and do your tax. And they will take that money if you don't come out and say, okay, this is how I get this, and calculate it with them. This is a country now we now have. So Nigerians, I want us to wake up and support this movement. Peter Obi is coming, is already here. And together we will make him our president. It is our responsibility to choose our leader. So let us unite. That is the unity we are calling, not a unity of a Milokong, not a unity of is from my tribe, not a unity to say it's an Igbo man. So you are voting because no, tribalism should go away. We are voting for Peter Obi. We are supporting him because he's the most qualified and he's a competent man. He's tested and trusted. And that is the man. He's most qualified than any of them. You know who those people are and you know Peter Obi. This is the truth and this is the fact. Let us give him a chance and support him within any ambit of the law we can do to make him our president. Let us continue to unite together as one people. Thank you, Nigerians. Thank you, Mr. Black Panther. Let me leave the floor for you, my brother, to speak. Welcome.
Thank you. God is the greatest. Whether you like it or not, He is the author and finisher of our life. Wherever you are, it is going to be fruitful for everybody. But for it to be fruitful to you, you have to stand on the pillar of truth. It will not be fruitful to you if you stand on a pillar of lies. I will say, Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year to Nigeria Watch. Happy New Year to my mother, Mama in diaspora. Happy New Year to the audience, the beautiful Nigerians who have been hoping, and many people see, oh, your hope is dashed. You better join the bandwagon of corruption. I greet you all. May God, through the Holy Spirit, make us cling to the pillar of truth so that we will be fruitful in this year 2026 by His grace. I wish everyone the same thing I wish for myself. Now, Arabambi has been fighting Peter Obi when Peter Obi was in PDP, in APC. In Labour Party. He was contesting the presidency. He was contesting the presidency. And Arabambi still continue when they stole the mandate from Peter Obi. And the question arose in our mind, in our heart. We were saying and we were trying to postulate, our postulation was not wrong, that Arabambi might probably have been influenced by the ruling political party. Some of us said, oh, they want to turn Nigeria to one state, political, one state. I did not adhere to that kind of thought, because Nigeria is a secular state, and it is not easy. It is more difficult for you to coerce a secular state to become one-party state. Forgetting about the structures of life they've given unto us, because what they will make us to look at, and many Nigerians are looking at it, is the illegal structure they put on, the structure of this governorship, the structure of this local government, the structure of these officers that are being perpetrated, coerced with money stolen from the treasury of Nigeria to perpetrate against the sovereignty of the country. These are their structures. And Peter Obi has already stated it, but we are not focused because we are not critically seeing it the way he's seeing it. Even put him in a position whereby you judge his ideal and fact. We are not doing that. Rather, we are playing to the gallery. We are thinking. It is not easy. I've always said it's not easy to suppress a secular state. It is one of the most difficult things, because if you try, you're going to make a dangerous mistake. And that dangerous mistake, I've always said it. If you have a string, a leather, a rubber, you stretch it beyond its limitations, beyond its elastic limit. What happened to it? It's either break. When you release it, it does not take the normal length anymore. That means you have a destroyed, disgruntled sovereignty. Now, the Arababi you see now, from my explanation as we go on, it is very clear, it's a fact, because we follow the word and what they do. Because you'll be judged by what you speak and what you do. So we follow everything they've done. Arababi is being paid by the Tinubu government to perpetrate this nonsense. Because as you see, Obi was in Labour Party. Arababi was accusing Obi of using the money donated to Labour Party to do his own campaign. But we said it is a lie. Obi brought his record, monetary record report. He brought every detail on how they spend money in it. But Arababi went underground. He didn't come back because he was being paid to tarnish the image, not to stop Obi from not contesting, but to tarnish the image in the eyes of the gullible Nigerians. But they don't know they are doing mistakes, because an evil man will never see his own mistake. They are impoverishing the people, making them poorer and poorer, because they think, which is one of the system corrupt people uses. They subject the people that hold the sovereignty to a very lower standard, so that when they speak, the people will obey, because they have no other hope. Their hope is on the rulers and the leaders that is conveying the sheep of the country to any destination. That is why they destroyed the educational system. Because we need, either we like it or not, we need education for us to think critically. A man that is an illiterate cannot think critically. We need educational standard in every Nigerians, so that we can be able to assimilate words. And according to it, we can be able to use our own initiative, because of the education we've gotten, to articulate and think critically and think ahead of even our leaders that we have in the countries, thereby postulating the solution to the country, because the country belongs to every one of us. But what did they do? They destroy the economy. They destroy everything. They make the people poor. And now, if you can see it clearly, Peter Obi has left Labour Party. Peter Obi listening to the Nigerian people, because we have been speaking here. We have been sending a verbal words to him. We have been sending letters to him, because we put our leaders under pressure if they are derailing. And we have done it critically with Obi, and Obi listens and hear the voice of the people. And he has listened, he has taken a bold step. But people were saying, oh, he has done a mistake, blah, blah, blah. He has not done any mistake. We don't know what is happening behind the scene. He's not a perfect man, but he thinks, his thinking is humane. His reasoning is articulated. His analysis is critical. He doesn't analyze things the way others do. He puts in his mind the people before going further. The weight of the Nigerian poor people, the weight of Nigerians who is yearning for good governance is in his shoulder. He has put his neck on the board to be chopped. He has put everything he has in the front line of the Nigerian episode. What can we do as a person? Many people have been paid. Arababi is one of them. The former Labour Party leadership is one of them. It is quite clear. We don't need to speak like the Methuselah. It is quite clear now. He has left. You said he stole money. You said he should take it to court. He didn't speak. He brought out paper. You went underground. He has left now. The next person you want to, to derail. I know why Adam Babi is doing it. I know why Tinubu is doing it. He wants the Abia State governor to move out of the Labour Party. That is one of their gimmicks, and that is how Nigerian politicians move. They'll make sure that your foundation is shaking. But there's one thing they cannot touch, is your ideal. Your ideal inside of you. And your ideal is what makes you rock solid on the ground. And that's what makes the Abia State governor rock solid on the ground. He's not there for himself, but he's there for the people. The people that take the destiny of their state. It is that people he is for. That is why he's confident. That is why he's bold to tell the deputy speaker of the House of the National of the Assembly that if you come, it is going to be a suicidal mission. You come to a place where the generality of all are enjoying the dividends of democracy in their state. You cannot subject that into ridicule. Neither can you subject that into gangsterism, where you come in and take it the way you used to do it before. It is never going to happen in Abia State, because the Abia people are in the governance of their state. That is what it is. And that is what the politicians are afraid of. For the people not to be involved in the governance of the country. Because they know if the people are involved in the governance of their country, what happened? They will subject the leadership to listen to them, because they own the sovereignty of the country. That is what is happening in so many countries now. That is what I would not like to go into geopolitics, but I would like to finish this aspect of it. And I would like to go to Tinubu itself. I want you all to listen carefully. Tinubu is a wicked man. Let me tell you why I said so. Now, look at the project Tinubu is embarking on. It's always on itself, on his only himself. One, you told Tinubu to give us road. What did Tinubu do? He didn't give anybody. He didn't make it open to the Nigerian public, to the Nigerian companies to bid for it. He gave it to Chagore. And Chagore seek for asylum from Lebanon, seek for asylum in Nigeria. But Nigerian military drove them out. He went to France and stayed. And now he's back in Nigeria because the oligarch that were with him perpetrating evil has gotten into power. What happened? He gave Chagore more than ₦1 trillion road project that is called the Coastal Road, leading to the South region, Akwa Ibom. Who owns the company? Who is the largest shareholder in the company? Tinubu. Who is one of the managers in the company? His son. They did not come out to disprove it. We all know it's on the tape. It's on the internet. And now, he went further. He wanted to make a tax law. There's nothing bad in doing a tax code law for a country, because it makes everybody part and parcel, funding the governance of the state by the people. That is democracy. We all are involved. Yes. But when you want to make the taxation a sort of pain in the body of the people, it is no longer taxation. It is an authoritative plan to subject the people more in their poverty, to beg for food from you. And what do? You invited Chagore and the president of France to take hold of the taxation system so that you can have the benefit of having a refund into your account. 2. 3. This third one, Nigerians, listen carefully, because everything he does is for him to tap the resources of the country and put it to his pocket. 3. The largest reserve of oil in the Niger Delta, the well that is very productive Tinubu sold it to a company which you all know that he owns a large shares in it. It is not a big news. It's on the internet. Now, that one is to his pocket, isn't it? So that he can do what? Like what the English former prime minister said. He said, Nigeria give up oil and we give them back whiskey. That is trade by barter. I didn't say it. He said it in Imo State Economic Forum. The former British prime minister said it. That's to tell you that we are giving our oil free for whiskey. What does whiskey mean? We produce whiskey, we have whiskey. But when the politicians say whiskey, that means you are giving them our resources for free. That is not trade by barter. Because whiskey, we produce whiskey locally, which is standard, Nigeria standard to the world. 4, Tinubu, now, that one we might not see it, but we see that is why it goes traveling abroad to make sure that that deal ends. Nobody knows this. A lot of people does not know it. We follow their words, we follow their body movement. That's why I say this year is a year we are ahead of them. We are more fruitful. We are ahead of them. The 4th one, you know, they are writing a new electoral law. There is how it goes. You see, they are under pressure to give us an electoral law. Yes, they will give us. But there's one thing they are going to change there. The contractors that are going to be managing the figures. You people might not, you might say, oh, how is it going to be possible? Let that one lead to no. Like I said, Tinubu is not a good person. Everything he does is for his own direct benefit, not for the benefit of Nigeria. He doesn't love Nigeria. He does not. All these politicians don't love Nigeria. They don't love Nigeria because Nigeria is not a state. It's not a country. They know that. What I'm speaking every day, they know it. They know it. That is why I might not be liked by many, but I will stick to the truth. Now, your electoral law will be given to you, a new system will be given to you. In whatsoever way, it might be unique, it might suit you, but the contractors that will handle the data is not going to be the one that handled the data before. I'm bringing this out. I'm ahead of them. Nigerians, listen carefully. Everybody's running katakiti. He's traveling every day. Traveling every day to France, to Europe. He switched off his GPS so that he cannot know where he's landing. He switched it off because he doesn't want to know. That is a very tactical move. When they rig it with the system, you have no evidence to prove. Before you prove it, he's on the seat of power. Because he knows that it's either we make it or break it. I said it yesterday. He said that we make it or break it. I know why I said that. He's going to contract it, that data coverage, to maintain it, to send your data to the different places, to the headquarters of INEC. He's going to contract it to his body outside the country. We are working with what their body movement, and we are talking ahead so that the Nigerian people they might say it's not possible, but I want you to do this, hold this in your bank of wisdom, put it in one corner so that when it is coming up, you'll be able to, you have something, it will remind you that you've heard it before. Let's start to speak so that they won't do it, because that is the only way to subvert us. Even while you are educated, you cannot even fight the data that they bring out, because most Nigerians don't know how data has been done. They might be speaking English all over the place. Oh, I'm a social scientist, blah, 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 blah. You don't know the manipulative scheme. When it goes on, it takes years to reveal the secrets behind it. It takes years. That's why you must guide everything When it comes to data of a sovereign state, you must guide it as, because if you infringe on it, it's like declaring a war on that sovereign state. And that's why Nigerians don't have that. Nigeria, many of us are not educated to that standard. If you take our data, if your data gets into the hands of a non-Republican citizen, like our citizen, if that, you are declaring a war against that country. Because if you get their data, you manipulate their finances, you manipulate political, you manipulate results in that country, and you finally manipulate the minds of the members of that sovereign nation through the internet. So Nigerians, we need to step up. We are fruitful this year, 2026. We need to step up. Let us not be local. Let us not reason locally. There's a lot happening in the world. Nigeria, our umbilical cords have been tied in so many things that these politicians have signed all over the world in the United Nations. We cannot cut that off again. We are in, we are in. We must think in a broader form. We must reason. We must step up with our education. We must step up with our research. We must step up. We need to step up. Because it's no longer the old way of taking over a country. It has gone in a very unique dimension. And they are going in a way that if we are not stepping up, putting things on the round table for people, for we to dialogue and have our own shares out of it, overnight, it will become darkness in our country. Our electoral system is about to be stolen by this man in a very technical way. We need to arise, because the person that is doing that, the person that is handling the data before, you know, the person, the company, they be about to shift it out of their hands. And in Nigeria, don't rise up. They'll give us everything, electoral, or they'll do it. But who takes shares of the data? They will switch it off again. Result will go in, result will be manipulated. Piam, if it now is not going to be 1 million votes ahead, it can be just 20,000 votes. He has won. Because in Nigerian politics, majority takes off. Majority take it all. If you go to the court will not recognize, the court will give you a grammatical statement that is not treated, that he won. We don't have money to fund another election. They will tell you that. The court will tell you that. They will tell you the minds of those that wrote this dirty constitution, a decree or not. They will tell you their mind. That's what the lawyers always say. We will interpret the minds of the writers of the constitution. They will tell you that. That is what you are ignorant of. Like I said, we don't have a constitution. Somebody gave it to you. And you are abiding, you are telling me intellectually, you are telling me that let's make use of it. We have a lot of law. You don't have any law. If you have a law, why is it that they are breaking the law? And those structures that you set aside to make sure that they don't break the law, why is the structure not working if you have a law? If you have a country, why will you have two laws governing your two constitutions, governing your country? Doesn't it tell you that your sovereignty has been broken? Sharia law is in the north. The 12 states or 7 or 12 states, they are practicing a new law. They have their own police, it's bad. And you have your own police in the south, wearing black. Did they not infringe on the sovereignty of your country? They've already infringed on the sovereignty of your country by having another state inside a state. That is an infringement, and that is an aberration on what you all call democracy. We have to step up. It's more than genocide. They have subjected, they use the constitution to subject you and mirror it to you that you have one country. But in retrospect, you have two countries in one, because you have two laws, one in the north and one in the south. So what are we talking about? So all my shouting that Nigeria is not a country, have you not seen it? They come out to tell you that America is infringing on our sovereignty. You got no sovereignty. What I've explained to you is already there. And I told you the man that committed treason against the Nigerian sovereignty is Abubakar, the man that was in charge of moving from military regime to democracy. The man that did this is Abubakar that committed that crime. He should be brought to justice. He should be even taken to International Court of Law in Hague for what he did. For a democracy to strive strong, you must convene a conference of all the tribes in that country, of all the aborigines in that country, to set up a new law. You must put it in a pool. If they agree, yes, it is, and everyone will subject himself to that law. That is when the law will take, that is where the law derives its power. That is where all the people, all the structures that the law, the constitution will bring forth, derive their power from. And any man born of a man who is a member of this sovereignty that goes contrary to this law is subjected to have committed treason against the country. That is the constitution we want. That is what will make us strive strong. That is what will make us focus on the greatness, on how we are to be great in our country, how we are going to set an example for other African countries to follow. Like I said, if that is not done, it's either we make it or we break it. I have said it. It's not, there's two ways. Yugoslavia did whatever. Yugoslavia has a lot of tribes in it. They couldn't make it on their last election. They couldn't do it. What happened? In order to avoid civil uprising, because it's a diversified state, they have to do what? They have to break it into 4 or 5 states so that peace will reign. Russia also did it. There was an uprising. The juntas were not working well again. Most of the tribes said they want to leave. And if you leave, these are the conditions. And the condition was met. And so many countries break out of Russia. These are the peaceful measures. It's not, you cannot be in love with something that doesn't work. Neither can we as a body, get legality from an illegal law. It is not possible. We should call a spade a spade. We should stand by the ethics of truth so that we'll be fruitful this year, 2026. We should be standing on the truth. If a man has committed a law, is something against the sovereignty of the nation, and is leading to genocide and other things, you have the right to take him to the Hague. What we have now is leading to terrorism. It's leading to genocide. That is the base of our issues. If you have a constitution, a Sharia law will never rise up because Nigeria is a secular state. If you want to contest it, I want you to come forward and give me a secular state that has a Sharia law, and where Sharia has produced the best of intellectuals. Bring it out, let's see. Nigeria, you have to be, if people are laying things on the floor, he is not a perfect person, but you have to understand, you have to put in your thinking cap. It is not a straightforward reasoning. It has to be critical. It comes from every angles. You have to pick the fruitfulness of those words. It is not mere words. It is word that has been dug on and is being attached with emotions so that we can have a great nation like Nigeria. Like I said, 2027, the election is coming. Is either we make it or break it. If you people think you can continue because you love your land more than any one of us, let's go ahead with it. I'm ready to look at the pictures that will come out of it. It is high time we speak the truth to ourselves. If anything does not work, Sudan did it. It did not work. They break it. You cannot put 2 laws to function instead. And mind you, these people are not ready to back down. Because Sharia is what you accept before you become a Muslim. You must accept Sharia law. You have no other option. I've asked questions. I've asked a lot of Muslim questions. You have no other option. It's your decision. You cannot question it. That is why it's mundane. It's like operating like a fraternity. I'm sorry to use those words, please. Muslims are one of the best in the world. They have good scholars. But when the radicalism comes in through the awakening of Sharia law, which I will not blame anyone, because they have to, every priest, like the Sultan said it, if you're against Sharia law, you're against Islam. And Sharia law gets its uprising. The terrorism you see got its uprising from it. How can you say you steal a cup of rice? They will carry you to the court. The next thing they'll chop off your hands. Man was not made by God to be perfect. Perfection is belong to our Creator. Whether you call it Allah or God, it belongs to our Creator. What you practice did not create you. It is just a worship. What you practice did not create you. The one that creates you is the one that is up there that said we should live together as our brothers. We should love ourselves. Those are the laws that he brought forward. Love yourself no matter what. Where you come from, love yourself. He's the one that gave us new tongues. We didn't give ourselves new tongues. We are the one that label ourselves Christians. He didn't label us Christians. Don't you see from that perspective? A mundane law is subject to rectification by the people that practice it. Yes.
Because Black Panther. Because
yes,
it's written by someone, hope you know.
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
Because the acclaimed Muhammad does not even know how to read. He did not even, the Quran was written after him. He did not even know anything. It was somebody who wrote it.
That is it. That's what I'm saying.
And put the law like the way we discuss the Constitution.
Thank you, my brother.
They keep amending.
Even the Bible, there are some chapters of the Bible that were taken off. If you don't know, go and know now, Christians. There are some chapters of the Bible that were taken off because it cannot be inclined in this world. It's mundane. Go and ask your pastor. He tell you this. It's there. I don't know why we should subject ourselves. That's why the Bible says there is liberty in my. That's why God said there's liberty in my word. You have the right to question. You have the right to question authorities. So, you are not a slave.
And the one thing, Black Panther, you understand? The Allah they are referring to is not the same one you are looking up to say is the.
Yeah, I don't care to go in. I just want to be on the.
They understand that.
No, I don't want to be on the platform of being for them to say I don't like them, because I am standing on the platform of love. I love everybody the way they are. But I don't want them to subject themselves in such a way that Allah gave you dominion, and you are subjecting your dominion to the hands of men that wrote a tablet and call it Sharia.
For them who are more educated, who are not using it for their political reason, they are seeing the truth and they are asking questions to them now. The generation are asking questions. Most of them. I was
in a forum where an educated man from the East, he was born into Islam. Educated, he's a researcher. Another one from the North. The topic was, can Sharia exist in a secular state? The majority of them were saying it can never. Two of them rose up, and educated people that were read to master's level. They were saying, before I went into Islam, I subjected myself to Sharia law. Now, without Sharia law, there's no Islam. Then why should you go into a mundane worship? Why should you go into it? That's the question. A lot of them, you cannot put Sharia in a secular state. You have already committed a crime against that state by imputing Sharia in a secular state. You have already committed a crime. You have told the state that you cannot be governed by the laws covering that country that made the country. That is what the 12 states from the north are telling you. And when we say Nigeria is not a country, people should go and read your law. It is your law that I'm quoting to you. It is what the north said. It is what the Sultan said that I'm quoting to you. I'm not quoting words of my own. You cannot bring any religion is personal. You cannot bring religion into the doctrine of a sovereign state that is secular. It's dangerous. It's explosive. So my people, this is our year of fruitfulness. We are standing on the plantation of truth. We are not standing of being political. I hate politics, but I don't have an option to go to speak on political issues with truth. That is where I'm different, because I don't like all this politicking they are doing in Nigeria. They do it with hate. They don't have a base. They hate their fellow countrymen. They separate you, leading to genocide, leading to terrorism. They don't care about humanity. All they care is they're after the money. That's all. Look at the Minister of Aviation. Minister of Aviation is quite glaring and he has already mirrored what the politicians in Nigeria are after. Immediately you wear the regalia of politicking, if you don't subject yourself, clean yourself, stand on the trajectory of truth, you will join them and you will mingle with them, you do what they are doing. That is why we separate Peter Obi from others. And if Adababi is talking about there are many Peter Obi out there, he should come out and bring that person. After all, that Peter Obi, that one that is better than Peter Obi, it will put more pain in them.
Why not?
So if he asks Peter Obi, let him bring him that is better than Peter Obi, we'll be happy. No, if he wants to, let him bring it now.
No, let him say he's better than Peter Obi now.
He said it now. He said there are more better Peter Obi out there.
Why not him?
It cannot be him now. He knows that he's a wicked man now. He's satanic himself. He knows it. They've all lost. Abu Reda is dead. That's a dirty man. He's a poor man. Somebody that was living in 2-bedroom or 1-bedroom, he later started buying houses in that to show the level of poverty in him. He stole from the treasury. And now he has big money. He cannot say, I am the chairman for life. Is that not satanism?
And he's being protected.
It will be protected because the majority, you see, the evil people are more. Evil people are more. Where evil go down. Look, let me tell you one thing. Where evil go down. You know why I said they are more? They have the power to influence majority.
That is just it.
That is why I'm telling you now. If we have education, we are educated. And if we are educated, this road that I'm passing, that we have no constitution, people will follow that road because history has told us that we have nothing. We are not part of the country. That was why a person in that discussion we're having about Sharia, he said, I don't know when they created all these laws. I don't know, and I did not participate. How would they say we the people?
Mr. Blackburn, I don't know the kind of education you are talking about.
The education is, let us get education of the mind. And how do you get it? It's getting from primary, your nursery school to your secondary school. You should get it solidly. That's your foundation.
Because you have professors who are useless.
No, when you move from secondary school to university to professor, that one is determined by you. Your foundation is from your nursery to your secondary school. That is where most government all over the world in Europe, they give it free and they follow it to the latter. They make sure that you are abreast with your constitution. They make sure you have a copy of it in your mind. They make sure you know the rules and regulations so that your kids sometimes will tell you that, Daddy, why are you arrogant? Why are you being so rude to me? It is because the foundation has already been laid and they are both to question because they have the liberty as human beings. It was not given to them by the constitution, but given to them by God. So that is why kids ask questions. in the diaspora. They ask you questions that when you come to Nigeria, if those kids ask you, say, oh, why are you asking that question? They will start beating you. We need to change those mindsets. Look at Iran. Iran now. They've taken over their country. The leader, Islamic leader, is nowhere to be found. He has run away. The original owners of the land, the Persians, who are majority Christians, they've taken over. Even the so-called people that are saying that Sharia, they pull their uniform, they join them. And they are asking the king to come back, who is in England. They asked him to come back and take over. And the king told them that the people shall decide the kind of governance which they want. Simple. The will is in the hands of the people, not in the hands of any leader. That is what the prince said. A prince, born prince, from father to first son. He said, the people, if I am coming, the people has to decide the rules and regulation and the system of government which they will practice. It's on the media there. The man said it's on the media. So my people, my Nigerians, we need to be aware. We need to take the primary, the nursery to secondary very, very important. University is an option. You can go to a technical school. For
It's
6
of the
months, you are
mind.
done. It's from your mind.
The mind that is very important. Because
You-
you
you-
see
you-
those people, when they buy Deborah, did you see how many sand that came out? Are they not used?
That is what
Uh-huh.
most of
Are
the people
those
in the
not,
north.
educated illiterates?
Look, let me tell you one thing. Most of the professors and the educated people that you see there in the north, I am telling you the fact. This is why nobody say I hate the north. I know hate the north. Most of them, they jump the circuit. When I mean they jump the circuit, they didn't follow the trend of education. They didn't follow it like that. Most of them, you see them, they went and do GC. They didn't go to primary school. They went to the GC with somebody assisting them. They passed. Most of them got into governance with no. That's why you see some of them didn't go to primary school. That's why you see it. Your Buhari.
Yes.
That's why you are seeing it from the north.
In Nasarawa State, it happened now. Civil servants.
They are not going to school.
They were turned to customary court judge.
You see, it's there now.
It happened in
They are
Nasarawa
not going.
State.
They are not following the ethics
They
of
did not go to the law school.
nursing people to become educated to the secondary level. Rather, they jump circuit and go to the university. That's why I see their professors is questionable. That's why I see a professor will tell you that in a secular state, they can practice Sharia law.
Black Panther, why won't it be questioned when you have a two country where my own cutoff point in the south is 250, then your own in the north is 80?
That is
why
it.
can't you have the useless things you are having? That is the problem.
You see,
You
my
know
brother.
how it is, for
My
us
brother,
to
let me
write
answer
down, for
somebody
us to
there.
gain admission.
Iran, Mr. ATPs 123. Iran is not in trouble. Iran, they are emancipating themselves with their own self. They are doing it. They are taking over the charge of their life, their sovereignty. That is what is happening. If you don't know, go and look at it. Go and look at the mindset of the Iranian. They don't act. They are very slow in acting. They have been oppressed, suppressed, just like what we're having in Nigeria. Go and look at it. I follow them. I follow one of the Iranian who's a Persian. I'm a friend to him online. He told me everything. He's an Iranian. He's based in UK now.
Don't worry.
Go and ask him questions.
The next place they will see will be Turkey. They think it's a joke. If
Iran force all these terrorists, all these Shiites and all those ones, they come into Nigeria, all of them don't go. They want to move to Turkey now because you know that one is also helping, giving them, according to Intel. But we are not sure. But we should put our eye on him. The one that is causing the whole havoc in the Middle East, Iran, is going down. And we thank God. When God arrives, every enemy will scatter. That is what is happening. The people are the people are the one going further to make sure that what God said must come to pass.
Mr. Black Panther, that strike that Israel and America carry out, on their nuclear site.
Yeah.
It changed a lot of things. People might not understand what happened.
People don't understand now. People don't understand it now. They don't know. And presently, our president Trump are giving Israel
of people.
open check.
The thing took out a lot of people.
They don't know.
That is a backbone to the man.
To many terrorist groups. Now Lebanon is liberated. Lebanon is liberated. The first time they will have a Christian leader. Lebanon, that is, they invited people to help them during the war. They came from the north. They now annexed their country. They annexed their country. If not for Israel, that brought them down. Lebanon is a Christian nation. If you don't know, maybe people don't know now. The people that they invited, thinking that they were friends, they are now annexed their country and turned their country to two states. One Sharia in the south, one Sharia, one Christian, one normal law in the north. The Christians were in the south before, but when they came, they pushed them to the north.
Yeah, this guy Jojo is saying that they are having economic crisis, that
their currency has collapsed.
Collapsed. Yeah, he doesn't know what is happening. Who control currency?
Thank you.
You have power.
Give them details. That is it.
What is happening in Venezuela?
So he's saying the truth now. He's saying the truth. The economy has collapsed. Their currency has collapsed. That's why you see all these oligarchs around the world. We thank God that Donald Trump is the president. We never saw the goodness in him. I was one of them. But when I saw where the reading on international stake is, and I saw there is no peace in the world, we will have problem. That is why it's going after all the oligarch in the world, like the Venezuela president, who is turning their country into a field.
And when they finish there, next will be China. Don't worry. Now the country, because that is another people who they have started.
No, some of them is asking, like my brother Peace is asking, what's really going on? Look, my brother Peace, what is going on is this. You need to go to the internet, Google, try to know the history of Iran. Because if you don't know the history, you won't know what is happening presently. Because if I tell you, you might not understand very well. There is a geopolitics surrounding it. Iran was not a Muslim state.
Yeah,
Iran was ruled by a monarchy system.
The Middle East.
Yes,
they are.
Yes,
a lot of books.
So they go there, you will see it, read it. You will know why they are angry now, why they are taking over their country. Then you know that those people, they made them docile for over 35 years, over 40 years, like the way they are doing Nigerians. But when they rose up now, you see what is happening. The whole police run, come up for the country. Soldier, they run, go inside forest. That is the power of the people. That is the power. Go and watch it online. That is the power. That's why I said the way they are treating Nigerians, when they will rise up, you will tell them to stop. Because you will not look at them as vampire. They are not vampire, but they are bringing out their angry, what they've done to their fathers, what they've done to their children. That is the anger they are bringing out. So we will not let that. But we will go according to what we are doing now with President Trump. The Nigerian government, despite they are evil, America has given access to have one of the fighting fire powers. The fighting helicopter. It's only 4 countries that have it, and Nigeria is the 4th country. The jet that they just bought is only about 6 countries that has it. America gave access to Nigeria to have that jet. It's a light fighting jet. It's what they use in training to have to mount the 5th and the 6th generation. So that is a plus to us. That's a plus to the country, Nigeria, not to the president too, because this was forced on him, and nobody subjected the money to other people's pocket. It was straight because it was open bidding. It was straight. They allowed Nigeria to get it, and they allowed Nigeria to acquire six very dangerous fighters helicopter. They look like a jet. It's only the American Marine and two other countries make Nigeria becoming the 4th country to own that deadly helicopter. So it's a plus to us, and we can be able to, because that thing can see from 100 kilometers, it can sight the insurgent, and it can fire from there, and it will hit the target. It's a precise helicopter that hits target. So I thank God that President Trump allowed Nigeria to acquire that sophisticated weapon arsenal. So it is good. We have acquired 2 things: a 24th century fighter jet, light fighter jet, not the heavy one, light fighter jet. It's only 6 countries that owns it now. Israel is one of them, and some other countries. Nigeria is the 6th one. So we should be thankful, and we have a Minister of Defense that signed to it, that went fast, quickly, gave them everything that they should continue, and he approved it. If it were other minister like that one that said, oh, the place that the terrorists are, our weapon cannot penetrate there. The last one said it. Defense minister. They call it he sympathizes to his brothers, the Fulani terrorists. So we thank God that we are, at least we have something that can fight insurgent. Nothing like say fire. This one, it can fire from, the jet can fire from 50 kilometers. You don't need to get into where the war is. It will fire, pia. It has its own sensor that used to picture where insurgent is. It works with the satellite. So Nigeria has something that is 21st century aircraft, not all those mundane they use. Have 21st century. So we thank God that at least God touches their mind. They bought something and America gave us access to own it. So we thank God for that. But irrespective of that, Nigeria should rise up. We should rise up and stand on the back of Peter Obi. If you have any Peter Obi, there is more than Peter Obi. Bring it, because if we have somebody that is better than Peter Obi, that means APC will get more pain. That is what it means. And that is what we stand for. Just imagine we have Peter Obi and that person. Boy, we are winning all the way. I'm telling you, we are winning all the way. If Arababi and Peter Obi, let him bring them come. It makes our camp, the freedom fighters, more stronger. It doesn't have, it's just lying. You cannot make the camp of your enemy more stronger than you. So he's lying. So my brother and sister, let us wake up. This year is a year that will all be fruitful. And for you to participate in being fruitful, you must stand on the foundation of truth. It's only that is the only time you can benefit. And if you think that you will disguise, and we that are standing on the truth, we get the good country, you think that you still survive it, the pain will still get to you, because you are part and parcel of them. The pain, if you sow bad seed, you will reap bad seed. Don't think your seed will die. It won't die. You will reap it. That is what God said. Don't think that you run to a camp, oh, I support Obi, that you will reap. You will reap it. It is now time for you to be committed to the pillar of truth and fight with us. Look at Iranian. They are all standing on the truth. That is why you see everybody is talking with one voice, because it is the truth that makes all of them become one. But we are scattered. They make us scattered by tribe, by ethnicity, by tribalism, by nepotism. That is what they are using to strike us. We should throw those things aside. Let us see the truth as our culture. Let us see the truth as our tribe. Let us see the truth as our own nepotism, if there's any word like that. Let us stand with the truth. You will see all these Mirandas that call themselves politicians. They will fizzle out. They will fizzle out. Our brothers in the north, they need to wake up. God did not ordain any one of us to become Muslim or Christian.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, my brother. Somebody is mentioning, they say, okay, they have a lot of people. I mentioned Donald Duke, Alex Oti Sowore, One thing I want you to understand, my brother, is that Peter Obi is one unique person in his generation. Donald Duke is a visionary leader, we know, but he cannot pull the crowd that Peter Obi will pull. The
Apart from
aura,
crowd, those people
I will,
are politicians like these people now. It's
yes,
a Peter Obi that is changing them.
that is
You
it.
people don't
That is it.
understand.
No, he did well in a Cross River state, but it's a political. He cannot stand in a
He
public
cannot stand
place
on the podium and start
to
talk against these
say
people now,
to
like
do
Peter
the
Obi.
kind of thing Peter Obi is doing. Don't worry, you that is pushing Showore. One thing I want you to understand is that the day Showore will try to pull a crowd that Peter Obi has pulled to say he tried to win election, come out third, then you will know. Federal government will let you know who Showore is. But already for now, they just let him be. So
You
we are
see, I
not
don't want
saying
to
it's not.
talk. I don't
So
want us
we
to
are
even
not
talk about
saying so.
Shiore.
There is no way you
All
want
those
to put
people.
Peter Obi has been out there. He's been tested and trusted. Every governor during their time, everyone. Donald Duke we are
Somebody,
talking about today is collecting. I'm not saying it's about trying to. Is one of the key supporter of Peter Obi, and he's going to be a strong backroom staff if Peter Obi succeed today. As they.
see,
So
Sendam, somebody is talking, asking us question for two of us. He said, what is the truth? My brother, Sendam, let me tell you what the truth. The truth is that when you see a man stealing your commonwealth, you said he is the one stealing your commonwealth. That is the truth. When you see people doing project that is not required, or for them to acquire more money, you say it out, it is the truth. When you tell a man that Nigeria is not yet a country, which you and I know, constitutionally, we did not agree, but they said you and I agree to bring that constitution that is bringing all these terrorists into the country, that is setting up Sharia law. He said you and I attest to it. Is that the truth? It's not the truth. That is what we are fighting against. That is the genesis of our problem, because we have not decided to be one. That is why you see the North said SARS. We don't concern us with SARS because SARS not there for North. We are divided. That is the truth. You don't need to be educated on the truth. You are a Christian, you are a Muslim. You know the truth. These people are stealing our wealth. We don't have good electoral law. They are rigging elections. That is the truth. Obi won. They said he did not win. That is the truth. Obi won. The law was subjected to ridicule by the Supreme Court. That is the truth. Say the truth. It is what's going to unite us and fight and get a true Nigeria. The new Nigeria that we are talking about, that Mr. Alabo is talking about, that is the way to fight to get it. Without that, we are scattered. Alabo, answer the question too, because he gave us the question.
yeah, the truth you've said it now. The country, as you can see, our country as it is today. Let me give you one example. If you, I work for over 12 years in oil and gas. If you fly from Port Harcourt to go to offshore, there is one thing they call OSP. I'm just giving you an example of this. But if you are flying from Lagos, they don't request that from you. Nobody will ask you whether you have a OSP. So they design it to extract money from us in the south here, from the Niger Delta region, anybody coming. And it's just a criminal office created by these corrupt people in NNPC and DPR, extracting money from people. Why am I saying this? If you go other place in Lagos, I just use Lagos, flying from there to go to any platform you want to go to work. They will not request those kind of things for you. But today, if you look at that thing, for you to do that OSP, you need no less than $1 million plus to do that, which is about $600 or 500. This is an office created from few individuals just to extract money from Nigerians working offshore. But it's not in Lagos. They don't ask because it's a criminal something. It's the same thing that is designed. You come in here, you see checkpoint roadblock in the south. You want to go to Imo State, a lot of checkpoint, but there is still crisis. But you traveling from north, you drive miles, you don't see any police, any checkpoint collecting 100, 200, 500, 1,000 from
And they have
folks.
insecurity in their state.
And there is more of insecurity, kidnapping, terrorism going on in the north. This is just an example I'm giving to you for you to understand. I have given one before. Many of you who wrote JAM 1990 something, 1980 something, you will understand the cutoff point given to you to study medicine, engineering. While you are doing that, to get 230, 240, 220 something, above 200, people in the north are given 80, 70. Some of them not even up, they just admit them. What do they say? They want to encourage them to go to school. Then tomorrow you see them, you that got that highest cutoff point in the south, you are there, you don't even have opportunity to teach as a lecturer. But them, before you know, they are doctors, they have their PhD, they are lecturers, they have professor like Mahmoud who read the election for us today is a this. So those are the problem we have in our country. They will be the head of a government parastatus. They will come and be your leader. But you are much more than them academically. But because their own university give them opportunity, no matter who you have, pass and go. That is the problem. Just like when we were growing up, for you to go through the primary school, start your primary school, your hand has to go through to touch your ear. You are qualified to start primary one. So if you are a dwarf or a short person who is struggling, so your mate will be in primary school, you will be up to 10 years, 12 years before you could enter primary one because of your height. That is what we are suffering in the South. So our country is designed like this to affect you. That is why me with my oil in my backyard and in front of my house, with the black gold I have, a Fulani man is the one that owns the oil well. And he does not know where the oil well located. But it's receiving trillions of nairas. And me, I don't have access. Even for me to gain a job opportunity, I will go through hell. Maybe what they will give to you will be a cleaner. That is a country we find ourselves. And you think, how do you justify that? And you think our country will continue to move in this line. That is why we're looking for a competent leader that will come in and make things work for everybody. If we have the true federalism we pretend we are practicing, are you supposed to come and control my own resources in my own land, or to claim that the oil in Bayelsa belong to Sokoto? No, it can't happen anywhere. Why is just one tribe? They are not up to 20% in the north. Put them together. Prove me wrong. If this tribe called the Fulani tribe are up to 20% of the north, they are not up to. So why is it the only people who want Nigeria to give them land anywhere they go to raise their cow? So how do you think we can continue like this?
What of if they want land, they buy? Is that bad?
They don't want to buy, they want you to give them half of your community for them to raise their cow, then begin to have millions of children. Before you know, in your own local government, they are more than you. They begin to change the name of your town because they have the majority. They will bring their Emma and take over your place. So what are you going to tell somebody? So this is not a country. There are a lot of things that is wrong with our country. A country where we celebrate wrongdoing, we celebrate evil. We found out that criminals are now the people to rule you as a leader. And you celebrate them and you begin to ask questions. Which court that find them guilty? It's really sad. We need to wake up. And
Alaba,
these same
you made
characters,
a very good point. Thank you very much. Thank you.
and these
Wow.
same characters, if you have a company and you know them as your friend in your community, you will never recommend them for any job because you say they will put you in trouble. Not to talk of you having your company, you will hire that kind of characters to work for you in your organization. Yet, when the criminals come to be your political leader, hey, Emilio Kong, this, you become now my tribe person. We are talking of competent people who are qualified. Why can't you give them chance? You know people who are more than Peter Obi. Why can't you bring them out now, as you claim? Bring them out we need people from the local government because our problem today is lawmaking. We have a robust lawmakers. So if you have millions of Peter Obi in Nigeria, let them come out and become the National Assembly that can say no to the president of the country, that the executive will not be manipulating, that can stand and challenge the executive to say, no, you can't go this way. You must respect. That boundary will be put in place. There will be that checks and balance. Then you are here talking, abusing the only one person we have. You are being paid to frustrate him because people who are scared of him, they say, it's 4 of us who are in the room, them tweeting. But to their greatest surprise, they switch off the IRF. Why did you switch it off? That same IRF still work for House of Rep, for the Senate, the same day, that same IRF. The same IRF did not have any separate thing for presidential. It's one IRF. You shut it down. But it was perfect with the House of Rep members. It was perfect with the Senate. The next week, you had a what? Governorship election. He used that same IRF and conducted it. There was no technical glitch. There are 4 people tweeting. Nigeria, we are willing. They were ready for the change. And they took it. They made that sacrifice. But one thing is that a lot of us listen because Peter Obi came out and said, what? I believe in the judiciary. I am a beneficiary of this process. But if it were today, I don't think Nigeria will listen to that because we have to take the destiny. It's our own destiny. Peter Obi have secure future for their own children. He's a businessman. His children are doing well. His generation to come, they will never be poor. I'm telling you. But you are the one that is suffering today. You need to secure the future of your children. And if these criminals are in power, they have borrowed your own yesterday, they have borrowed your today. They are still borrowing your tomorrow. What is the hope for your own children? After you in your old age, how will you sit down and watch your children suffering, going through the same pain you went through in Nigeria because of these useless people you have today as your leader? That is why we have to wake up and begin to think how we can fix our country. It will not happen again. Today, nobody will tell us they believe in the court process. If you go out to win election and you voted, and you know who you voted for, stand there because it is your mandate. It is your future you're voting. Who will make decision for you? Because every one of us cannot be in Aso Rock. All of us cannot be in the Senate. So if we come together and decide this is the few people, 300 or something people that is going to be in the Senate, then in the presidency and governor, you have 36 and one president. So if we can do that and decide these few people to make policy and decision for us, you have to stand by it. They are your employee. You are their employer. So it is your right. Now Peter Obi have given his word. Nobody is rigging. He's not going to court again. Nobody is going to court. The judicial system we know is fraudulent, is corrupt. Our institution is destroyed as we are today. The only thing we have in Nigeria is the executive that is working. The legislative arms is dead. The judicial side is dead, which is the three arms of government. But it's only one that is functioning, and he manage every other ones. So
Alabo, can I come in?
Yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead, sir.
Okay. The reason why a thought just came into my head, and I think it's going to be very profitable to every one of us. I think if by His grace we get Peter Obi is elected by the people legally into power, because illegality is penalty for Nigeria. So I want to be very distinct and straight, which is going to be legally by the people. Then, and I know the reason why Obi went to meet Pope Kigali. I want to take our mind back when there was genocide in that country. This guy came from the neighboring country and got into the tribal war. Do it in such a way that the war ended. And this man transformed the country. And all of a sudden, the love between tribes just came, arose again. Everybody loved himself. Everybody are no longer scared of each other. How did he do it? The man came, a new law was enacted that governed, that put together the sovereignty of that state. Then the new law that was brought together built structures. And one of the structures, I was surprised that one of the structures that was built was that if you talk about tribe in the public or in governance, or when you are about to climb into governance, there is a law that is against that. And it's a long time jail. To see how serious it is. One of the YouTubers went to that country. That Pogali company is always keeping out of my head. The guy went there and watched it. People when they saw him, they knew he was not from their country. They fidgeted. They now asked them, why are you guys fidgeting? I'm an African, black like you. One of them said, it is because of the emotional trauma that we have gone through in our country. We are still undergoing transformation. We are still undergoing some good therapy, and we have the eyes to identify who is not a member of this sovereignty. You see where they are focused on now? They are no longer focusing on themselves, that they don't trust themselves, but they are focusing on outside. That you come in, we must identify you. We must get you. Because our sovereignty is more important. Our love we have for each other is more important. We are guiding it with all diligence for no one to come in, infiltrate into our country and break us again. That is how Nigeria is supposed to be. Whether you are from the north, you are the south, you are an ethnic, we should love ourselves. We should speak the truth. That's the starting point. And Naija, thank you very much. We have spoken mentally here today. Thank you.
Naija was sorry, sir. One thing you should understand is for my northern brother who submit their allegiance to few people. Some of you will ask question, why are just these few people called the Fulanis are the one controlling the Hausas? Because in their Quran and in their places, they believe that the Fulani are descendants of who? Of Usman Dan Fodio. So they have the supreme, they are talking directly from their God. So if them come as a spiritual father talking, they believe that, yes, they are communicating. So even if you are a spiritual man who is an Hausa, a Fulani man who is a clergy is more recognized and respected. And that is why you see them becoming the Emma. I want you to open your eyes and understand that you are who you are. You are greater than anybody. No one to come and oppress any Nigerian and force Nigeria to accept only their own people. We are one country. If we want to be, you cannot import strangers into our country. All the people carrying out this act of buying our people, if you look at them, is it Bello Tunji they are calling? He's not a Nigerian. But yet, the same people are protecting them. It's our brothers. And they are buying our own people who are Nigerians. So we must unite as the indigenous of Nigerians against these criminals, our common enemy. That is the only way we can fix our country. We must unite. That is why you see Peter Obi preaching the unity now. That is the only way we can have no more I am from Rivers State, no more I am from Port Harcourt, no more I am from Abia State. That will be erased. What you will have there, I am a British citizen. The way it is happening across the world, I am an American citizen. So nothing like I'm from California, I am from this. So until we get there, somebody will not come and tell Nigerians, Emilokon is our turn. It should be a death penalty for such language to be used in our country. Because a lot of people today are flying with this kind of thing, and it's giving them access. People who are not qualified to handle public office are handling public office because of tribalism, because of ethnicity, because of religion that have divided us. We must unite and take back our country. Thank you, Mr. Najawaj. Happy New Year, and we are happy you drove safely home.
Okay. Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you. I want to thank you and the Black Panther for holding on to the platform while I was on the road. Well, I'm home now. I appreciate you all. Although I was listening to you guys, that was a wonderful submission. You know, it's beautiful when you don't have a crowd on the panel where you can give your submission lengthy. Happy New Year to every one of you. We've come to the end of this broadcast. I want to thank you all. Thank you once again, Mr. Alabo and Black Panther, for your wonderful submission. You're supposed to be spending time with your family. Black Panther is a married man. Mr. Alabo is a married man. But they choose to be here to talk about what is affecting us in Nigeria. They should be applauded for their time given. And God bless them, my people. I want to appreciate every one of you on the comment section. And God bless you now. Mother for Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, my mother. Thank you for all that you do. Abu Azi, I love you, brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. I appreciate you all right there. Everyone right there in the comment section. Shidima, I can see you right there. Mother Peggy Modi, Mother Gina, thank you very much. Sedam, I can see you as well. Thank you, everyone right there. At peace and many, 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 many more. Okay, I want you guys to understand the reason why we are here. The main reason why we are here every day. In case you don't know why we are here, we just want a better Nigeria. That's the main reason, the primary reason why we are here every single day. We want a better Nigeria. We want our country to be better in comparison with every other developed countries. Even though we cannot get the 100% that other countries already have that is doing well, at least give us 50% of it. We want a permanent light, good health care, good road, infrastructure, then security. I think we can do with these things. I appreciate you all, my people. That's why we are here every day. If you are here because of that, you're in the right place. But if you are here to support your satanism, your satanic principles that you already know that is not doing well, This is not your platform. There are so many platforms that are doing that. Go support them. I appreciate you all, my people. We've come to the end of this broadcast. Today is New Year. Normally, not because of the wonderful submission from my two brothers here, I'm supposed to do only 1 hour today because it's New Year. But I'm happy that they kept it to this time. And God will bless you, my people. Mr. Alabo and Black Panther. And people, press on the like and help us to share as we round up this broadcast right now. Have a good night. Happy New Year to every one of you. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Fingers crossed, by God's grace, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. If I have the time, we'll give you a pre-recorded video during the day. And God will bless you now. Bye for now.
This is what we are living in. In this world, all of us today in motion. Everybody there in motion. Moving to our various stations. As we there in motion, make we do good to ourselves, yo. Make we do good to our neighbor. Before we reach our station, every walk gets paid. Every walk gets paid. Whether not good or work good, nobody walk good. Every walk gets paid. Whether not good or work good, nobody walk good. I make a fear my God. Whether not good or work good, nobody walk good. I make a fear my maker. Whether not good or work good, nobody walk good. Whoever will come and go on song, organize. My God, I make a fear my maker.